Hey everyone, Jennifer Lee Chan here from Levi Stadium on Wednesday. It is super hot. If you're coming to the game on Sunday, it is going to be 94, 96 degrees. So definitely prepare, hydrate, bring a hat, bring sunscreen. It was hot on the practice field today. All right, so a lot of players did sit out of Wednesday's practice. Now it is a non-padded practice, a little bit shorter session on Wednesday always. Thursday is the longer session with adds on. So several players sat out today. It was Fred Warner, George Kittle, Jacob Cowing, Chris Conley, Yetur Gross-Matos, and D. Winters all sat out of practice. So Fred Warner, ankle. He did say though, after practice or before practice, my plan is to play. I'm going to continue to listen to what the training room wants me to do and just going to take it one day at a time. So I think Fred Warner, as long as he doesn't have any setbacks, will play on Sunday. George Kittle did not practice. He's got the rib injury. Jacob Cowing shoulder injury, Chris Conley oblique injury, Yetur Gross-Matos kind of re-aggravated that knee injury in the game, and D. Winters ankle injury. Now, players who are limited, Jordan Elliott, which was a huge surprise because he kind of got rolled up in the game, knee injury, which has been kind of bugging him a little bit, but he was limited in practice. And I watched him kind of warm up over in the corner with the defensive lineman. He was limited. Also, Talanoa Hufanga limited. Kevin Givens limited. Kevin Givens, I think it was a knee. Demetrius Flanagan Fowles limited with, no, Kevin Givens was a tricep. Demetrius Flanagan Fowles, calf injury. So those four players were limited. Kyle Shanahan spoke today about not really having any different news from when he spoke to us on Monday on the conference call, but he does hope that players obviously make their recovery. They've got a tough stretch ahead. Cardinals on Sunday, travel to Seattle for the Seahawks on Thursday. So it's two games, very close proximity. So they've got to take care of their guys. If that means Fred Warner doesn't play, he won't. But at least at Levi Stadium, it is a grass surface, whereas in Seattle, it is a turf surface. So it is safer for guys, especially with an ankle injury, to come back when they're at home at Levi Stadium. Uh, Today, Kyle Shanahan spoke about a little bit kind of looking forward to the Cardinals game, how Kyler Murray is playing much better within the confines of the system, which is not what we saw from Kyler Murray at the beginning of his career. New coach, new system, and he's really playing within it. Now, he does still have that scramble ability. And I asked Nick Bosa today if he still looks like the squirrel, as DeForest Buckner called him. And he's like, "Bunny, I just thought about that today." He's like, "I miss Buck." I wish he would have kind of spoken about that, elaborated on that a little bit more. But I think that's kind of a touching part about the how close the guys in the locker room are. I just wrote a story about the rookie snap count on Sunday, and there were 8 rookies who really contributed a lot to the win. And looking back, of course, this is not something that happens in a Kyle Shanahan offense very often. Most guys, they kind of grow underneath the veterans. Plus, they have so many star players. Normally, rookies don't get on the field that much. But Dominic Mooney, 100% of the offensive snaps since he started, since week one. Malik Mustafa got his first start, so 100% of the snaps week 4. Had a couple misplays, but really did play well, of course, as well. Renato Green, 23 snaps. Evan Anderson, 19 snaps. And I asked Nick Bosa, what did you see from Evan Anderson? And he said he did well. He really did well. What was most impressive to Nick Bosa about Evan Anderson is the fact that all those little mistakes they've been trying to kind of weed out of Evan Anderson's performance, he didn't go back to those. Bright lights on. Sometimes players train so hard to, go weed those bad habits out, and he did not go back to them, which is good. A little bit, but, not too much. But they do need to clean up some things, is what Nick Bosa said, but really promising performance from Evan Anderson. 4 other rookies were involved in the game. Isaac Guerrero, 5 snaps on offense, 12 on special teams. And Jacob Cowing, of course, in the return game. Tatum Bethune on special teams, a few on defense, and Jalen Mahoney, 7 snaps on special teams. So 8 rookies, which is really unprecedented for a Kyle Shanahan team. So other news today on Wednesday, 49ers opened the practice window for Kalia Davis. So he could play on Sunday, especially with the depth they're missing on defensive tackle. deal with Javon Hargrave going out on a season-ending triceps injury. Jordan Elliott kind of, touch and go here with his knee injury. So Kalia Davis could play on Sunday, and he's been playing well. Again, Nick Bosa said, he just needs reps. He needs to have his body stay healthy while he gets those reps. So he could play on Sunday. They did not open the practice window for Ricky Pearsall. Kyle Shanahan just said, hey, we're not ready yet. He's getting close. Nick Bosa, obviously, I talked to him a lot today in the locker room. He said, he's been a positive guy. He's got a positive attitude. It's going to be really, really impressive when he finally gets on the field. So those are the things that are happening on Wednesday. Definitely make sure you tune in to 49ers Now. We did it live at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. We have another show at 4 p.m. on Thursday. They do go up on the Facebook page and YouTube page after they're done, but always tune in live at 4 p.m. We also have 49ers Talk, the podcast, so that is out as well. And stay tuned, NBC Sports Bay Area, for all of the stories. All right. I will talk to you soon, maybe on Thursday, what happens on practice. That is their longer padded practice. It is hot out there. So we'll be out there with the players, but not in pads, thankfully. All right. Talk to you soon.